Alright, hope you're having a great day. So this is dev update, or what I've been doing for the last day or two. I haven't done too much, just a little bit. So let's quickly, you may have noticed on the screen we have the HUD, so which is the health bar. So if I hit 1, it will take 50% off my health. If I do it again, it will then kill the character. So with, we hit 0, we hit 0 and then it triggers a random sound and then it will restart the level. So the random sound is just a sound cue. So if you want to create a sound cue, you just right click. Let's go back. Sorry, right click. Where's sound? You see sound? Oh, sorry, audio. And then you want to create a sound cue. So if I go into this existing sound cue, you can see I named this random def. Right click, type in random, and here you add your inputs. So these are the WAV files in my library that I've just for testing. And all you do is just link them to that, and then that goes into your output. And then it's pretty straightforward. They will randomly trigger. So that is very simple bit there. So like we did in previous video where we added 2D sounds at location on the phone, I've done the same for the lift here and the lift over here. Also done it on, I've added sound effects on the statue as well. But again, like I said, I'll leave this up to you to do. This is just an update of where I am anyway. If I hit play, so let's go to the lift. I'll show you the lift, for example, or the statue, doesn't matter. And you can see it's just play 2D sound at location. Um, and the sound just helps sell that. It adds more, if adds some weight to the statue turning. I need to add sound for this, but let's run over to the lift. So I'll just sprint. Do 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 do. Sprint over here. So you notice the new mesh on the gate rather than it being just a cube. I still need to update the buttons, but let's jump in and let's go to floor 1. So we have two sounds, one that's on moving and then one on the gate. The gate has its own sound. There you go. Go up. And it just opens. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm just playing around with sounds, adding sounds. If I call this up, you can see, call this up. This one still needs a little bit of work on the sound, but yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just applying sounds that work, that I feel that kind of work best for my blueprints or for what my environment is going to be, or the different things that we're interacting with. This still needs a sound effect, but yeah, there we are. That's an update. I'll show you the blueprint for the health if I go into the third person, for example. So we're using event damage, right? So event any damage. And so what I did, I've created, so for that, the HUD health, just an update so you understand. Um, it's not complicated, but I'll cover this when I start creating, more, more, more like stuff with the AI of our character and doing damage to our character. Because I did the full damage, where we did that full damage, I wanted, to kind of see that on screen as well. So when we do fall from from a higher spot, it triggers the same animation, which I just copied and pasted, which we already previously created. So it activates the ragdoll effect and then switches camera, then restarts the level, and it's just a copy and paste over here. Um, on event begin, you'll notice on the event begin, all they're doing is just saying create the widget to display the health HUD, which is just a progress bar. I'll show you the widget as well. It's just a progress bar and it has an animation. So on construct, it animates in, and then when we die, I want this. I just have an event that we call in a custom event that's called health bar off, and then when we die, it just turns that health bar off. Now the event any damage. So here I create a variable called health, and you can set this health to whatever you want. So if you want a health of 1,000 or 100 or 50 or 10, whatever you want that health to be set to, you can choose to do that. And then what we're doing is we're taking away from our maximum, like what we've set our health to. So we're getting what is our health, and we're just the damage is taking away that, and then we're updating and setting the new health, right? So we originally start at 100, and now if we hit zero, then it will say, okay, you dead, you died. So then it's going to trigger the sequence that we want. So I've put these print strings just for testing, but the print string here, this one is just going to show us our current health of false because we're not hit zero. But when we hit zero, then it goes and triggers the ragdoll and simulates all of that. Um, and you can see here, I'm just saying on the key press, just use this for testing, apply damage. I'm doing 50. If I want it to be, I don't know, go down in increments of 2, for example, then that will go down by 2 on the health bar. Now the HUD itself, we'll go in there, in my widgets, blueprint. So here it's just a progress bar. So progress bar. So if I type in progress bar, and you can design this however you like. It can be vertical. It doesn't have to be horizontal. It could be big, small, whatever you want. And all I did is create the construct. So if you want to do the bind, you want to control the percentage, which is this. So you do the binding, which will take you then into the graph. And then you just link your logic for your health to this. But that's all it is. There's nothing really, nothing else to it, and this is not too complicated on the graph as well. So this is the animation, and then we've got the construct for the what's it called? Health. So when we say cast a third person character, we're calling our health variable. We're dividing the 100 on whatever we're dividing the bar. So we know that's 100. The bars are set to 100. So if I go change my health, I need to make sure I update this as well. So if it will say I got a health of 200, then I need to make sure I update this to 200 as well. Yeah, and that's it really. It's nothing else really. It's nothing else that I've been doing too much on in the scene. Anyway, enough me waffling on. Um, you know, in the next video, what I want to do is add CCTV system. So we'll create a new blueprint. We go up to the computer screen and we can cycle through. Um, we can cycle through from different cameras in our environment. Um, like you see in other games. A lot of games actually use it now. Um, so we'll add that into our game as well. Maybe the whatever our story is gonna be, they had a secret room, CCTV room here that they've been watching us, and we discovered it, and we can see that the cameras all over the place, for example. Anyway, enjoy your evening, morning, night, or day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.